couldn't find a job. Oh, rub it in, minus 298, not 1,500. No, just minus 200 and something dollars. Twitch streamer, well, see, I can, as an affiliate, I cannot stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. And that's the same with the partner. I think with the partner, you can only stream on Twitch. But as an affiliate, you can stream on YouTube, but you can't stream it both at the same time. So I could stream here on Twitch, I can end the stream, and then I can start a stream on YouTube. That's fine. But, hang on, do you mean they uploaded their stream to YouTube? Because that's fine. There's not a problem with that, no matter what if you're an affiliate partner or not. You can do that. But in fact, Twitch has an option for your videos in the video producer section of your dashboard to export to YouTube. So your stream can instantly go to YouTube, unlike the way I do it, which is download them and then cut them up into 35-minute episodes. But if I wanted to put my streams after I finish my VODs onto YouTube, then I could just go into there and click export to YouTube on my Twitch thing. So I don't think that's right if that's what you're on about. Like I said, the only thing they can't do is can't stream on both of them at the same time. Why don't you pull out in front of me? Well, you can hate it all you like, but that's business, mate. That happens in everything. Someone who makes more money in a sales thing will always get treated better than someone that doesn't. Because it's, you know, you want to keep the person happy that's bringing in a lot of money, making you money. And the people below, you can complain all you like, but if that person's bringing in money, your business that you work, the business you're working for is making you money, therefore they got money to still pay you a wage and keep you there. If they're not making money, then people have got to be fired and made redundant because they can't afford to pay them. And if you want the person to stay there, if they're really good, you've got to treat them good to make sure they keep there. That's just the way it is. I don't agree with it, actually. I think it should be about the effort a person puts in. Human beings naturally, some are better at... Oh, it's back again. Some are better at doing things than others. Simple. There's always going to be a better athlete. You know, someone better at selling, stuff like that. But it doesn't mean they're working any harder. You should be paid for the work you do, how hard you work. I think. But you don't, you get paid because luck of the draw, whether or not you're good enough for that, because that's the way your mind, how you're born and the way you look at things and stuff like that. I mean, sports is different, professional, you want to win, but I mean, it's sort of similar, it's all about making money and it's all a business, isn't it? When it comes to money, it's instantly a business. Well, yeah. No, that's true. In fact, it should be in proportion, like they do in Sweden. You know, when you get caught speeding in Sweden, your fine, the amount you pay, is determined by how much you make. So if you make a lot of money, you're quite rich, you're fined for doing that speed. it's a lot higher than someone. I think it's a percentage of how much you earn, which is a good idea, because otherwise if for someone who hasn't got much money and gets caught speeding and then has to pay a $200 fine, that's a huge punishment as far as a deterrent to make sure they don't do it again. But if you're a millionaire or a billionaire, $200 ain't going to make you go, nah, you're not going to really think about it twice about speeding again, are you? And that's the whole point of the punishment, is to deter you from doing it again. That's the way taxes used to be. Well, around here, the more you made, the more you paid in tax. Now, not anymore. There used to be 3 different types of tax brackets. Now there's only 2. So, which deters you from doing overtime, really. Because I think it's up to about, I'm trying to think, well, how much was it? It was 55,000 a year, and then it goes up after that. So, I don't know how you guys tax work for your income tax. So basically, no matter how much, say if you earn $100,000 a year, that first 55,000 is taxed at a lower bracket, and once you go over that 50,000, that 50,000 above gets taxed a higher bracket. It's not the whole 100,000. It's that one high tax. I see the old accelerator things back. Yeah, well, I mean, they can get around that because, like, for me, if you got a streamer that swears a lot and playing games that are rated M or above, you got to actually put on your mature audience thing option in Twitch. Which is something I do when I play Call of Duty Black Ops and stream that. And then when you go to come watch my stream, it tells you for mature audiences only. Then if they recognise that's on, then you can put those ads onto that. Alright? I mean, obviously there'll be kids that will go, yeah, but that's up to their parents to police that, not us. That's their fault. We shouldn't be done because the parents aren't doing their job. And if the parents don't care, well, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Well, by law, technically, if I'm playing a game that's got a rating, you guess you got to stick the rating on your screen. Like if it's an R rating, like you have on the ratings on movies and stuff and the games, that same rating's got to be permanently on your screen. We obviously don't police it because a lot of streamers don't do it. In fact, I only know of one that does it that I've ever watched that ever does that for games like that, because he knows it's the law. But if they start cracking down one day, he's the only one that's going to be fined and not. Well, actually, he's not going to be fined as in have to pay a fine. He's going to be okay because everyone else is going to get fined for it. Yeah, well, some of them do, but it comes down to religion. I mean, and that's for most parts, you know, especially with religion sort of based societies. I mean, you look at you guys in America, the stuff you're allowed on public TV is a lot less that's allowed on public TV here, Australia, or England, and all that kind of stuff. And that's because of that reason. The people that decide what to do are religious in those departments. And so, and I have to say they I spent years looking at the difference, and I think you guys get treated like kids when it comes to public things. But then again, I grew up with it, so it's normal for me, you know. Yeah, and I don't know the public's opinion on it in America either, but that's the way I sort of saw. I thought sometimes, you know, if that was me, I'll be insulted. I'm getting treated as an adult. I'm getting treated like as a kid. What I'm allowed to hear on TV and stuff. But then again, now PG is different to yours, isn't it? And a few other people. Oh, is there another way station? Where is it? People busy chatting away. Yeah, in China they do as well, yeah. And very much so. Controlling aspects, you know. But yet, a lot less laws than we have in the Western civilization, you know. We in America and, you know, New Zealand, England, all those, we have a lot more laws than they do in those well, in China anyway. I don't know about Russia and stuff, but a lot of the communist countries, they're just a lot harsher about it. I mean, they take your freedom, but you don't. But that's human nature. We can't live with freedom because there's always somebody that takes it too far and affects everyone else. That's why we have laws and stuff. That's why we've all got to sacrifice a little bit here and there for the peace, the overall peace of things. That's the way it used to be, but now it's changing a lot because people used to get in their way more than making sacrifices and going without. I can guarantee you that people 100 years ago would have dealt a lot better if the lockdown, you know, if COVID was back then, they would have dealt with being locked down a lot better than we would. It's because they had a lot less stuff, a lot less freedom. They didn't have cars and everything else like that, so staying at home was a normal thing. So it's not hard on people as a human being, it's just hard on what you're used to and how you live. As for me, it hasn't affected me one iota, but then again I got my sister who's having a really rough time of it because she's stuck in Auckland and lockdown, can't do anything. Where was the way? I was too busy yapping away and I never saw it on this thing. I've lost money again. Oh, because the loan would have come out. Yeah. I don't want to do political thing, but everyone has their pros and cons and everything like that. But at the end of the day, it could be a lot worse. I'm just saying that we should maybe appreciate what we've got more than complain about not having it for a bit. Realise even though in this situation how lucky we still are in comparison to the history of the world. It's $2,000. Good old Martin. I have no idea where we are, where we've been, what everything looks like, because I've been too busy looking at chat, because there's always something coming up on chat and trying to read. Maybe I should stick it into slow mode, which I wasn't going to worry about doing it unless I started actually getting a lot of people talking, but I suppose when doing this, that way it gives me a little chance to just catch up on the chat a lot easier, and I don't have to try and read a bunch of comments I've missed. Yeah, well, I haven't even noticed it was empty. As you can tell, I mean, I drove right past that way station. Well, because I didn't even see it. In fact, when I saw the thing for it and looked up and there was nothing on the map, I was sure that I already bypassed it. I was just waiting for the fine for it. And then, 10 minutes later. This must be what a sunset like in the North Pole, the South Pole looks like. Nothing around except for, well, not vegetation either, but you know what I mean. Just the sort of barrenness of it. And also there's no roads either, is there? But not yet, anyway, give it time. I mean, if Jeremy Clarkson and James May will manage to drive to the North Pole without a road, how hard can it be? Ironically, I use a Jeremy Clarkson quote. One of his catchphrases, how hard can it be? Yeah, they beat Richard Hammond. And they got in trouble for that, didn't they? Drinking and driving. They were drinking gin and tonics or something while driving. But the funny thing was, is technically they were international waters, so they weren't breaking any laws. But people still complained about it. Actually, I saw someone on a in Simply Safe Mods Discord. It's made me wonder if it's a real person or not. With the obviously the username Clarkson, but it's Clarkson in all caps and four exclamation marks at the end, which I'm guessing sort of represents when James May screams out Clarkson. And a proper picture of him, so I mean, I wouldn't be half surprised if he ended up, now that he's a farmer, playing Farming Simulator and got into that. No, it's still there. They couldn't really cut it out. Like I said, they weren't breaking any laws. So people can complain about it all their life, but since they weren't breaking any laws, it was international waters they were driving on. I remember when he got in trouble about the nurses, shooting the nurses when they were all on strike, and the fact was he was making a joke about how people were getting upset about them striking because they're not getting paid enough, and he was sort of making the point, well, hello, these people contributed in saving a lot of people's lives. Surely they're worth the money. So he made a sarcastic joke about it, and it went right over people's heads, and they all said, "Oh, he can't say that. You know, it's the nicest thing to say about them," and blah blah blah. He was actually on their side. People forget the subtleness of jokes sometimes, especially when you could see the way he was saying it. But he was really good at getting himself into trouble, and hence the reason why he's so popular. Which just goes to show that the majority of the world are smart enough to know he's joking about things and not to take it seriously. And the other half needs something to complain about, and he's just a target for that, like a lot of other things. Oh gee, it got dark early, didn't it? What did we call it, 6? Yeah, that was a bit... I mean, knowing Clarkson, you sort of think that might have been done on purpose, but the fact of the matter is, the chances of that license plate being available was very, very slim. Very slim. So, and as they pointed out, you know, they didn't even think about it. So it was the bottom of Argentina anyway, because they're the ones that got hammered the most during the Falklands War. But hey, you started the war, Argentina, and you lost the war, so man up about it. You know, accept the fact that you lost and sit there and whinge about it. Not all of them are like that actually, but I mean, it was just that region. But I like the fact a few episodes later how much they make a joke about it and sit there and try and come up with meaning of their license plates, who it could offend. Oh yeah, there's a lot of things they got in trouble for. Oh, he did anyway, mainly. Mind you, him and May got stung for the Mexican comments, and it wasn't him, it was Richard. Mind you, they did join in, but not as bad as Richard Hammond. Well, I mean, they, you know how they go. They were going to a place, so they got a budget to buy a certain type of car, or a car. They don't know what they're doing when they get to the country, you know, so they got to take a guess. Maybe they saw it, they knew they were going to Argentina, they didn't know what they were going to do in there, which they never do. And yeah, maybe so it was just dumb luck, and he could have picked it up. I mean, to be honest, he is quite clever like that. He's very observant. So, yeah, I suppose that's the possibility. And the only thing is the only way you can know that is if he can go back in time somehow and that car's not available. If he ends up buying a car that is available that's actually the same with a different number plate on it. Of course he would, because... you know, it was the car he's looking for. It just happened to have that number plate on it, which might have been a bonus or something they didn't look at. Not sure. Argentina one, I don't think so. I think Argentina was season 20 and they got fired in season 22. Say fired, I think it was a story made up, because the producer he supposedly hit also works on the Grand Tour with them. I just think Clarkson wanted out. had enough of it, wanted to go somewhere different, and he likes the internet because he doesn't have to filter himself or get in trouble for it. And of course he would have known that the other two wouldn't want to carry on without him, so, which is exactly what happened. Hello, Eds. Yeah, no. I've got him. I'll start looking for a place to pull over for the night too. We still got, whoopsie, leaned over from my drink. Actually, I should move my coffee cup a little way away and put my glass down where my coffee cup was. We've still got about a whole day's worth of driving to do too, almost. Old Seattle, going home, haven't been there for a while. Actually, while we're there, since we're there, we've got to pick up the trailer, don't we? That'll be fun, trying to find a job with that trailer. We'll pick it up and see if we can find jobs. Oh, hang on. Let's do some investigating. Where's the, oh, there's one up here and there's one up there. All right, we'll skip this one because it's a little too early. Oh yeah, we've got to do special transport too. Yeah, oh yeah. All right, we're not doing that then. We're not picking the trailer up. Gee, it's a trailer I could use special transports to do special transports with, isn't it, though? The one we got. It's probably out and about one of the other drivers. Pardon me. A bit slow to the old mute again. Apologise for that. Look at our bank balance, it's less than what we started with. Oh, that's sad. How unfortunate. Mind you, in about 8 hours it's going to go up by 68,000. Thereabouts. Okay, the next garage seemed a lot closer on the map than it does at the moment. And still nowhere in sight on the GPS. Oh dear, I can zoom out, it will be. Oh dear, I probably should have done that, just zoomed out. Oh, there's another 6 grand, damn. I mean, yeah, you Martin, good on you, buddy. I suppose that's one of those bittersweet moments of last week, finding out that the wrong save was used. Because at the end of it I thought, ATS has got no chance of catching up now. No chance. And it turned out I have to wait to the end of this stream before I can make that determination. of ETS2's situation in this competition. I won't fill up. We'll get to Seattle when we well, I don't care what time it is. We'll go and fill up at the garage. Well, garage. It's a petrol station where we call that as garage as well. Garage, petrol station, same thing. Oh, these ones are right down the end, isn't it? These are the ones that are a bit finicky on where you let you to park to sleep. To our home garage, shall we say, our base headquarters, actually, isn't it? Seattle headquarters. You're going to let me? No, you're not. We're going to play musical trucks again, are we? And I'm going to need a bio break too. Wee bit of break while we're sleeping. Oh, hang on, you're in 13th gear, mate, with all that weight. Good luck trying to move it. You might want to change gears down a bit. There we go, try that. You're going to let me this... Why is there always musical parking spots? Please let me park here. Please let me sleep. Please, please, please. Bitch, it's right where that truck is, and I think that's the same with the other one. I think it's right on the corner there where the truck is. Because we've had a few of these where it's just one single spot out of the whole car park, one single parking lane. Are you kidding me? Seriously? There we go. Just had to go forward a bit more. I'm starting to panic. Alright, I will quickly run off and have a quick break, and we'll sleep while I'm doing that. Gee, I wonder which one will finish worse, the sleep or me having my break. Right, back in a second.